Movie buffs and retro-loving friends, gather round because I am hosting an epic month-long retro-themed movie celebration, Old School April, aka OSA for short. And I will reveal the theme because we have a new theme this year. And if you haven't heard about Old School April, I will tell you all about it in just a minute. This event will take you back to the best of the 80s and the 90s. From Goosebumps to 90s Nickelodeon and Disney Channel throwbacks, this nostalgic themed watchathon is perfect for all kinds of movie lovers. So whether you're craving old school scares or you're just into VHS vibes, this communal event is for you. Let's revisit some beloved classics, discover new favorites, and embrace feeling like a kid again. Stick around, and even if you're not familiar with this event, I will tell you all about it. Please, please stay tuned and think about joining us. Welcome back, fellow freaks, geeks, and nostalgic peeps, to my channel, Nightmares and Nostalgia, where, yeah, we talk about everything from horror movies to retro awesome goodness and everything in between. But this video is all about my communal event, Old School April. I am Kelsey, guys. If you're new here, welcome, welcome. And if you're a return viewer, I cannot wait to reveal to you guys what the theme is for Old School April 2025. But first, for those who don't know, Old School April is a month-long, online, community-based readathon, watchathon, and activity-a-thon, and you can choose which parts you want to participate in. You don't have to do everything, but if you're a movie buff, this particular video is for you because I will not only be revealing the new theme of this year's Old School April, but I will be telling you about the movie prompts, which I'm so excited about. We have a lot more movie prompts than we did last year. We also have TV watching prompts and prompts that are geared towards cartoons. So in just a few minutes, I will tell you all about that because it's really exciting. But basically, all you need to know that this lasts a month. It's loosely team-based. There are 4 teams. So yes, it is a, quote, competition, but the competition angle is really not super serious. The big perk of the winning team is that they get to vote in a poll and exclusively decide what next year's theme will be. So that is the big perk for the winning team. But every team who participates and every person who participates can submit ideas for future year's themes, and it's still going to be a blast. Everyone still gets something special just for joining in and participating. And this event has changed a little bit over time, but it has always been, and it always will be, an event themed around nostalgia. You don't have to watch old things per se, but if you're like me, you love old school things anyway, so you will probably want to revisit some things and maybe even discover new to you things that are either old or new. And this event allows you to do that. You can literally watch anything you want as long as the movie or show matches at least one of our prompts, which our prompts are very general, then you are participating because everything you watch, everything you read, everything you do, whatever you choose to do will earn you points. You can participate from the comfort of your own home. It is free, it is awesome, and it is a great way to connect with other people who are into the same things as you. I have been hosting this event for quite a few years now, but this is the first year that we're changing themes, and every year after this will also be continuing to change the theme. A lot of people in the YouTube movie sphere aren't really as familiar with events that are an a-thon type of event. Reading peeps know about events called readathons. Well, I have been hosting things that have been readathons and watchathons for a couple of years now. But because people here on YouTube who exclusively dwell in the movie corner or the horror corner of YouTube, they don't really know a lot about these readathon, watchathon events. So I'm going to explain. And if you're only interested in the watchathon part, that's fine. Think of it like a communal movie marathon that lasts a month. We provide fun prompts that you can choose to use to pick out your movies, or you could mood watch, and I guarantee you that almost anything you watch will match at least one of our prompts. And that's all you really need to do in terms of making sure your movie fits the criteria. You don't really need to plan ahead, but if you like to plan ahead, you could use our prompts to pick out movies. And I guess something similar, if you've heard of challenges on Letterboxd like Hooptober, which is a list of prompts where you can build a watch list around, it's similar to that, but actually a lot looser and a lot easier to participate in my opinion. So like I said, movie marathon that is community-based, and you could watch whatever you want, but there's also fun prompts surrounding reading and activities, and you can choose to do those as well, or not at all. It doesn't matter. It's all up to you. Very customizable event, and that's what I love about it. That's why I designed it the way it is. We also will have a dedicated Discord where we will have watch parties, and there'll be so much fun stuff going on, so there's plenty to look forward to. If you're specifically just a movie lover, there are plenty of things just for you. We'll be having live streams where we have chats about what we're reading, what we're watching, what we're doing, and then we'll have chunks of time where people can go off and watch things, then come back and chat some more. So look out, join our Discord if you want to make sure that you're up to date on everything that is going to take place during the month of April, because there will be plenty of activities that myself and my other co-hosts will be freaking hosting. And before we reveal the theme, just want to remind everyone that this event is non-genre specific. If you love horror, then you're gonna extra love this, but you don't have to watch any horror movies. You could read or watch romance, you could read or watch general dramas, you could read or watch thrillers, you can watch action movies. Really, the sky is the limit. So many of you who have already heard of this event, you're probably on the edge of your seat and saying, Kelsey, get to it! We want to know what the theme is. You're teasing us. We see the top of your t-shirt with the word who. We see these designs, but what is the theme? Well, the theme was decided by last year's winning team, and our last year's theme was Legends of the Hidden Temple, which is an old school game show. And so we had different teams based on the teams from that game show, and our teams were Blue Barracudas, Silver Snakes, and Purple Parrots. And last year, Silver Snakes won. I was a Blue Barracuda. Chomp, chomp. So I was a little sad that we did not win. However, the Silver Snakes, I gotta give it to them. They freaking helped pick out an amazing theme for this year, for 2025. And that theme is, come on, give me a drum roll. Watching at home. Come on, do it. That's terrible. Let's do a real drum roll. And it is, who you gonna call? Anyway, look at this freaking shirt! Yes! We have so many shirt designs, guys. I will link the merch below. We have many different designs, and we do have specific team t-shirts. And I'm going to reveal the teams in just a second. But the premise is, who are you going to call? It's all about entities that you could either call or summon. Some of these groups you can call for help, like you're most familiar with. Who are you gonna call? Ghostbusters! Yes, we do have a Ghostbusters team, and you would call the Ghostbusters for help. However, there's a few things here that are more like evil-ish entities that you can summon, and it's not necessarily a good thing, but the team is gonna be freaking radical and amazing nonetheless, and I'm really excited about this theme. And just so you can see, we've got a phone here, we've got a ghost coming out of the phone. So we kind of tried to roll with the old technology theme. So on a lot of our logos, including the team logos, you'll see like a phone cord and an old phone. And we also have, you could see, since I've only revealed the Ghostbusters, you could see that there are the little rays here from the proton packs. But there's also some other things. We've got a graveyard here with some bugs. We've got a hook here and some candy. And we've got this colorful van here. What could all that mean? Well, okay, so let's go into the teams now since I teased it all. And I'm so freaking hyped to show you guys the logos I made and reveal these teams. And I'm just ecstatic about these. All right, in alphabetical order, first up, we've got, it's showtime! Beetlejuice Bunch! So yes, we've got here the little coffin at the bottom with the bugs. It says, never trust the living, which is a direct reference to Beetlejuice. So yes, Beetlejuice Bunch! Definitely very black and white vibes when it comes to the logo that I designed, and some lime green, so I hope you like that. That is one team you can join. And how you join teams, by the way, before we continue on with our reveal is, I do have a Google sign-up form down below. So I really encourage and ask everyone who wants to participate officially in that if you want to actually gain points for your team and help your team win and decide next year's theme, then I would officially say, please sign up using our Google form, which is already linked below, and then you will provide your name and you'll choose your team. Now, I will say, I have another video coming up where I go into which host is on what team. I have 11 other co-hosts. So myself and 11 other co-hosts are all on different teams. There's 3 hosts to each team, so you might want to wait to see which of your favorite co-hosts are on which team before you decide, or you already might have a favorite and have already cemented and decided what team you're on, maybe after you're seeing today's video. So it's up to you if you want to sign up today or wait until our next video, which is already linked below. Make sure you hit that set a reminder button when you click that link down below for the next video. If you're watching this after the fact, it's already going to be available to watch. But if you're watching this live, or soon after I release this, then you will have to click the link and set a reminder because I'm going to live premiere this other video just like I'm live premiering this. But yes, it's up to you if you want to wait or if you want to sign up right now. But the second team is Candyman Crew! Summoning all sweets and scares. Hell yeah. So obviously Candyman is one of those kind of sinister entities, even though I think he's more of a sympathetic character, but he is somewhat bad because he kills people in the movie, but that's neither here nor there. I'm gonna say it's still an awesome team because you can summon him if you say his name multiple times, and I just think it works so perfectly with this. We used bees, honey, and his famous hook as little symbols for the Candyman Crew team. And you can see here, I've got the hook, I've got the candy, and I've got a little bee coming off of OSA. And again, OSA just stands for Old School April if you're new. It's just what we abbreviate it as, and a lot of people just say OSA. Alright, next up, Ghostbusters, which you guys already heard about it. They ain't afraid of no ghosts, so if you're not afraid of ghosts, or if you just like Ghostbusters, then you should join the Ghostbuster team, and I already pointed out some of the cool elements that I use that represent Ghostbusters. Now for this merch, the official merch we're selling, I didn't use any copyrighted material, but I do have Instagram story graphics. If you do already know what team you want to be on, you can use these graphics to share to your stories on Instagram. Make sure you tag our account, which is here up on the screen, and you can tell us what team you've chosen. So these graphics basically proclaim the team, and those do use copyrighted elements. So you'll see the famous Ghostbusters ghost, you'll see Beetlejuice, the cartoon character, you'll see Candyman, etc., etc. And here we have the final team, last but not least. This is actually the most old school of all of the team themes, and that is dun, 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 the Scoobies! Ruh-roh! These pesky teens and their crazy canine have been foiling the evil plans of random masked madmen for decades. Now this is kind of like a double reference. You can use the Scoobies to kind of indicate that you love Scooby-Doo, or you may want to join the Scoobies because characters from Buffy the Vampire Slayer a lot of times refer to themselves as the Scooby Gang. So you could even think of it like a Buffy-themed reference if you're into Buffy and not really as much into Scooby-Doo. If you have no preference on team, you could always base it on color. You can do a random generator online to help you pick, or a wheel online to help you pick. You could ask a friend to help you pick. So if there's no preference in terms of you don't have a favorite out of these teams, you could always just do eeny, meeny, miny, mo, or pick in whichever way you deem appropriate. So I hope you guys liked the teams. I love them. Just to recap, Beetlejuice Bunch, Candyman Crew, Ghostbusters, and the Scoobies. Those are our 4. And of course we've got a little different kind of version of the Mystery Machine. I changed the colors and I put a little magnifying glass because they're known for solving mysteries and investigating. Just to reiterate, this is a fun competition. It's not super serious. If you want to go ham and be super into repping your team, you can do that. But I don't want anyone to get turned off on the idea of a competition because there are other competitive events online, especially if you're a reader and are familiar with readathons. This is so much less hardcore than those. A lot of other events take competitions super seriously. We don't. And it's really not about how much you read or watch, because reading or watching just one thing can get you multiple points at once, which you will see right now as I give you some examples of our movie watching prompts. First, Donnie Darko. Watch a, quote, weird movie. And of course this is subjective, but Donnie Darko would indeed fit this, but a whole bunch of other movies would as well. Another example of one of our prompts, Homeward Bound. Watch a movie featuring an animal or animals. Ace Ventura: When Nature Calls. Watch a remake or a sequel. Say Anything. Watch a romance. Troll 2. Watch a So Bad It's Good movie. We've got 3D glasses. Watch a movie that has red or blue in the movie poster. It could have both colors as well. popcorn. Watch a movie released before 2006. So a movie released in 2005 or before. Not in 2006, before 2006. So 2005 and earlier. Beauty and the Beast. Watch an animated movie. Candyman. A movie with a BIPOC cast or director. Happy Birthday to Me. Watch a movie released the year you were born. VHS tape. Watch a host rec. So you guys can see a lot of these are kind of generic, but are still specific enough to where you can pick out a movie just using one prompt if you want. However, after watching whatever movie you decide to watch, or multiple movies, write down the movie you watched, or movies, and then go through the list of prompts and just count down or write down the different prompts it fulfills. Each prompt that movie fulfills is a point per prompt. So let's say we have a movie like Con Air. We've got a prompt about watching an action movie. We also have a prompt about watching a Nick Cage movie. So already, Con Air is worth 2 points at least because it's already fit 2 of our prompts. And there is no limit to how many prompts a movie can fulfill. And same thing with reading, but we're not going to go through the reading prompts today. Those will be talked about and teased in my next video, and all of our printables will be available again after that next video is revealed and premieres on my other channel, Slime and Slashers, which is very much reading related. And to circle back, so I told you about my co-hosts. They are all fantastic people. Please, please follow them. They are all linked below. I will not reveal which team, which co-host is on until the next video. But I do want to reveal my actual co-hosts. I am linking them all below because I truly think if you're looking for great creators, these people are fantastic. You can't go wrong with following and subscribing to all of them. One of our co-hosts is not on YouTube. She is an Instagrammer and she is fantastic. She's a big movie buff, but she also loves horror books as well and just books in general. So I highly suggest you follow her, and she will be the person who is hosting our big Instagram photo challenge. So we do partner with her, and her event is our official photo challenge for the month. So her event is called 6 Sad April, and the photo prompts will be revealed soon. You could find her at Apple and Alchemy. Her name is April. And again, she is fantastic, and so are all my other co-hosts who are also all on Instagram and on YouTube. So I will link everything down below. Highly suggest you follow them, but each one of us has 2 movie recs and 2 book recs. So I'm not going to reveal their recs now, and they're not available on a document yet, but they will be. I am just waiting because every person is going to be having some kind of video, whether that is an announcement video or a TBR or a watch list video or just a recommendation video about things you can watch or read for the event. So stay tuned, and it's another reason why you should follow them and subscribe to their channels, because they will be revealing their own recs in their own videos. I will not be doing it for them. So if you decide to watch one of their recs, not only will it meet the requirement for watching a host rec, that's one prompt it fulfills, it will probably fulfill quite a few other prompts as well. And here I will reveal, dun, 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 my recs, bitch! I kind of went with some weird ones. I didn't go the horror direction this time, even though I'm a big horror fan. Again, you don't have to watch horror to participate or read horror to participate, but I'm a big horror buff, so I will be reading and watching horror, but I also have some romance picked out and some fun family-friendly movies as well, like my first host rec, which is It Takes Two, my favorite Olsen twins movie. It's so sweet. I chose it because Steve Guttenberg just went through a really hard time with those fires, so did a lot of other people, but I truly love Steve Guttenberg, and he is fantastic in It Takes Two, so I just thought that it was meant to be. And my other rec is a foreign movie, and we do have a prompt about watching a movie from a different country other than your own, basically a foreign film, and this one is Once a Thief, and it stars the wonderful and awesome Chow Yun-fat, is directed by John Woo. I could have chosen something more popular that both Chow Yun-fat and John Woo were a part of. However, I really think this is a super underrated random movie that more people should check out. It's funny, it's got lots of action, and it's a really good time. So I highly recommend. It's been so long since I saw it, so I can't wait to rewatch it. I'll definitely be rewatching it, and I may show it as a watch party. Again, highly suggest you join our Discord because I will be playing movies for you. You do not have to obtain the movie on your own, and we all press play at the same time. That's not how it works. You join the Discord, and there's a special channel where I will play the movie. You join the channel, and you literally can watch along, and if you're on your computer, you can easily type and chat with us as we all watch it along live. It is such a fun way to watch movies, and it's one of the best community-heavy aspects of Old School April, in my opinion. We'll also be showing music videos. My friend Amy, over at Amy Noel Reed, she's a co-host, she'll be showing music videos during the month. It's gonna be freaking awesome! P.S. When I was talking about the merch, we do have regular colors, but almost everything is available in tie-dye. So if you're a tie-dye person, make sure you look and scroll over. We also have sweatshirts, we have hoodies, and here's another one. Here's just a blue with the logo. And like I said, we've got 2 different team versions for each team. We've got a big team logo on the front, and then kind of one that looks like a bowling shirt where it's got the team logo small on the side, and then the logo for both of those have the big logo on the back. So yes, we've got double-sided shirts for the teams, and we also have just this regular front-sided logo shirt if you just want to rep the event itself and not a team specifically. But look at these fantastic colors, and look, it matches my freaking ring pop earrings like perfectly. It wasn't planned, but it worked out really well. All right, so if you're like, how am I going to remember these prompts that you just spouted off? I do have printables. They will be available after our second announcement video drops. I will tease them for you. They're in my Trapper Keeper. Again, I'm going to give you a very abridged Google Doc linked below, but more info will be available. I hate to tease you guys, but anticipation. Come on, anticipation.
I see you shiver with anticipation.
Anyway, it makes the heart grow fonder. That's not the freaking saying, but in this case, I think it does make the heart grow fonder. But we do have printables. So our reading prompts are on little cute library cards. Our movie watching prompts, I even designed a cute little blockbuster looking kind of OSA rental card. And yeah, so this is how many movie prompts we have. See all of this? I also have a printable where it has no prompt. It just has the movie poster. And you could even write down the movie or movies you choose to watch for each prompt. Again, usually one movie will fit many prompts at the same time, and that means you get a point per each prompt it fulfills. There are going to be Google Forms, which is how you're going to submit what you've watched and read and earn your points, and all of that will be discussed later. We don't need to go into the nitty-gritty details to a T. You know, we could just tease a little bit of those details. I will have a video linked with more in-depth information if you're kind of nervous, if you don't really know what it's going to be like, if you want to know how these points are going to be calculated or submitted or how you can track. I have information out the wazoo for you. Alright, now this brings us to our TV watching prompts. And if you've already participated in OSA before, this is a little bit different. So last year, TV show episodes could fit more than one prompt at once. This year, you get a point per episode of a show you watch. That's it. So one episode of a show will get you 1 point. You're not going to double dip and, you know, match this to different movie watching prompts. The TV watching prompts and the cartoons are separate. And that's just because, you know, it takes less time to watch a show than it does a full-length movie or than it takes to read a full book. So that's why we're doing a little bit less points for stuff like this. But so our 3 prompts, very simple. These are all of our TV-related prompts right here. First up, TV guide. Watch an episode of any nostalgic show that was released before 2006. Buffy the Vampire Slayer, Freaks and Geeks, Boy Meets World, Sister Sister, Are You Afraid of the Dark, Goosebumps. So many options. Here is another one, watch cartoons. And for every 10 cartoons you watch, it's a point per 10 cartoons. So I know it's kind of complicated, that's in sets of 10, but just make sure you can watch 10 at a time. And when I say 10 cartoons, a lot of cartoon episodes like Ren and Stimpy or Rugrats usually have 2 cartoons per episode. So really you're only watching 5 episodes at a time if it's one that has 2 cartoons per episode, which many do. And if that's the case, then 5 episodes gets you a point. So kind of just keep tracking chunks if you're looking for little helpful ways to watch things and how to track things. That's what I would suggest. And our final TV-related prompt is about YouTube videos, and it specifically is watch a YouTube video of old TV commercials. If you watch more than one full YouTube video of old commercials, then it's a point per video. So the full video, you have to watch the whole thing. And as I teased, we do have activity prompts, and we even have a map this year, but not going to show you too close because this is stuff that we're going to discuss further in the other announcement video that will drop on Slime and Slashers. If you're watching this after the fact, it's probably already available. Check down below and you'll be able to tell if it's been premiered already or not. And if you're worried about things not being equal, if one team has less members than the other, have no fear, because the winning team isn't about how many complete points a team has, it's about the highest average number of points. So it is calculated by dividing the total of points by how many people have submitted points for each team. So again, the highest average number of points will determine who is the winning team. So it is very fair. It doesn't matter if the teams are not completely equal. So if you're worried about that and waiting to choose what team because you're wanting to see who needs more people, it really doesn't matter. You could truly just choose whatever team you want, or wait till the next video to see what co-host is on which team if you don't want to do that right this second. But again, if you already know what team you want to join, I highly suggest just sign up right now, get it done. The sign up sheet is linked below, and that way you're officially registered and ready to go once April starts. Editing Kelsey here. I forgot something, and it's something super fun and super important and brand new. So, dun, 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 another drum roll, because this is epic. No lie. We are releasing an old school April zine. Yes, a zine. If you guys don't know what a zine is, it's just like a little magazine. It's going to be filled with fun games, articles. We're going to have some of our printables in there, so if you don't want to print stuff out, you could buy a physical copy of our zine. There will be more info soon on how to order it. We will have a digital version and a print version, but again, there are more details to come. We do have a lot of our co-hosts who will be writing articles, and a lot of friends writing articles, and I'm so freaking hyped. I can't wait! The old school April zine! So if you guys like the sound of the zine, please let me know down below if that's something that is a cool option, because if this zine does well, I think we are going to try to do one for future events that I'll be hosting, like Halloween-a-thon, which is my event that is themed around Halloween. But yes, I'm so excited! So stay tuned for more deets about the zine! I'm so excited! Okay guys, who is hyped for Old School April 2025? Are you in? Will you be joining us? Let me know down in the comments if it's your first time participating. I'd love to know. Leave a little VHS tape if you plan on participating, if you don't want to say anything else or answer any of my other questions. I just would love to hear from you in some way, shape, or form and know who's in, who's excited, who's hyped. And again, if you're not familiar with readathons, watchathons, any kind of a thon, it doesn't matter. This event really is just an excuse to watch movies, hang with like-minded friends online, and earn points for your chosen team. And the points thing really is the least important part of the whole thing, but it does make things a little more interesting, a little more fun, gives it a little extra pizzazz, makes it a little extra bodacious. I'm trying to use old school words, whatevs. So again, are you going to dig into some old school horror movies? Are you going to check out new movies? That's perfectly fine. Are you going to watch some of your favorite 90s teen flicks? Are you going to binge watch some old school shows that you used to love back in the day? Literally, you can make this event work for you. You can make it fit your nostalgic desires. You can just use this as an excuse to get in touch with that inner child that we all have, and use this as a way to bring some whimsy into your life, because right now, I think we all need this childlike whimsy. I think we all need something to look forward to, and I really hope Old School April can be that for a lot of people. I know for me, especially because my dog recently passed away, this event has been holding me together, and planning this and getting hyped to have fun with people who love the same things as me really is something that is bringing light and joy into my life, so I hope it could do that for you too, because I am hyped, I am ready, I am going to be freaking watching tons of old school favorites personally. I'm going to be watching some horror, but again, a lot of it's going to be a really nice mix of things that I loved as a kid, but also some new to me things that are old school, but I still want to check out that I've never seen. You can just watch new stuff. It doesn't have to just be new old stuff. It could be new stuff. Literally, as long as whatever you pick to watch matches at least one prompt. And again, some of the prompts are so generic, you'll have no problem with this. And this is great news for you mood watchers out there. So really, there's nothing to stress about. There's nothing to worry about. I know it's a lot of info. I just want to explain in case people are like, what the hell is this?
And what's the deal with lampshades? Yeah. I mean, if it's a lamp, why do you want shade?
But anyway, alright guys, like I said, Please, please, please think about joining us, think about signing up down below, or wait until the next video premieres. Also, make sure you hit that video link down below, set a reminder, or if it's already out, make sure you check that out so you could find more about the reading prompts, the activities that you can do, which includes eating old school to you or nostalgic to you food. It also includes old school themed crafting, all kinds of fun activities that you can partake in. But, like I said, it really doesn't matter if you're familiar with things or not. It's going to be a fun time. Please give it a chance. Share with a friend. Make sure you hit that like button, that subscribe button so you don't miss anything, because I will be revealing recommendation videos soon as well. Old school. Boom, boom, boom. I'm excited. Just ignore it. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and I can't wait to see you guys, hopefully, for the next video premiere. But for this time, that is it for me. Till next time, you know what you can do. Keep on killing it, but also remember and think about who you gonna call.